It's all right. All right, welcome back here to Jackson Middle School in Titusville, Florida, as we have the boys' game. Congratulations to the Jackson Lady Generals as they got a 16-point win over the Viera Owls. Let's give you the starters tonight for the visitors, who are 2-3 and led by head coach Dan Gauthier. And they are Hayden Foss, Dylan Harden, Luke Costin, Kellen Fox, and Owen Preston. For the Jackson boys, it's going to be Joshua McKelvin, Jaden Myers, Cleveland Elmore, Ethan Nicolaisen, and Bryce Vaughn, under the guidance and tutelage of Coach Carter. I always wanted to say that. One of my favorite movies, Coach Carter. Let's go.
Get one from your old man. If you don't have an old man, find a homeless man and he take his.
Right. That's a good movie. And a great part of the movie, by the way. I find it interesting that we are in a Brevard County middle school, and in the entrance to the girls' locker room, above that is a sign that says no smoking. It looks like it's been there since 1945. As the Jackson Generals are being introduced. It is warm in here, buddy.
I feel like it's gone up 10 or 12 degrees since.
Oh, yeah. And Jackson's got great looking kicks on too again. All Nikes, all the same. Clifford Lett stays for this one. Coach Carter calls his team over, and we are going to be ready to jump here. And just no national anthem. We did it before the girls' game. Here we go. And it looks like it's going to be 14 and 23 jumping. And it is, and Viera wins the tip. And immediately throws one up. Rebound by Jackson, number 14. That's Bryson Vaughn. Loose ball scooped up by Viera. And Jackson playing some tight defense there. This is number 1 for Viera, Kellen Fox. Fox looks like he's going to be running some things. Oh, my goodness. Bryson Vaughn with a great block there. And out of bounds and set to inbound for Viera will be Dylan Harden. Harden killing. And that one off the top of the rim and off the top of the backboard, and that is out of bounds. And Jackson will get their first offensive possession of the night. And coming up the floor with it was number 5. That's Joshua McKelvin. Stolen away nicely by Viera. Nice play there by number 23. Hayden Foss. And I tell you what, Jackson's not giving anything in the middle of that key lane and the key area. Kellen Fox with the ball. Works it over to the top of the key. And the one-handed floater won't go. And we're going to get our first tie-up jump ball of the game. And it looks like the point here for Coach Carter is going to be McKelvin, who nearly traveled but didn't, and dishes off to Ethan Nicolaisen, and Nicolaisen kisses off the glass, and it's 2-0 Jackson. 6:30 to go here in the opening quarter, just underway. Nicolaisen guarding down low, Dylan Foss, and Jackson's chasing right now. Viera needs to get a set shot. They got some open looks. Kick out here. That's Owen Preston, number 10. This is Harden, and they'll lose a grip on it. That'll go back to the Jackson Generals. Actually, it will not. It'll stay with Viera. This is number 11, Luke Costin. I do it every time. I do it with poor Tyler with the last name. Costin. The Costin boys are just going to grab me in the hallway one day and just beat me up. Say my name correctly. Yeah. I would deserve it. Two to nothing. Jackson on top, 5-6. By this time, we had 30 points in the girls' game. No, I'm kidding. But we did have a lot more points. 2-0. Jackson on top. 5 minutes to go in the first quarter. That is False with it. False on the ground. Somehow the ball finds his way back in. Top of the key. Off the back of the iron is Owen, or off the back of the glass is Owen Preston. That's a 3, and the Hawks take a 3-2 lead. 4:40 to go, first quarter. Nice dish on. That's just a pretty play right there. Joshua McKelvin to Ethan Nicolaisen. And it's, yeah, 4-3 Jackson on top. In the lane, nowhere to go with it. And that's just good defense by Bryce Vaughn. And there's another kiss off the glass for a layup by McKelvin. And right now, Jackson on a 4-0 run here to make it 6-3. Viera, 1 bucket in the game. It was a 3. Shuts down the baseline on the double team there. Viera works it around the perimeter. Tries to go baseline. Cut off nicely. That 3 is no good. Short. Rebound to Bryson Vaughn. And here comes McKelvin. And he kicks it out. And there's an open look from 3. Put up by Cleveland Elmore. No good. Bounce pass inside. Nice job fighting for that. And Jackson will kick it back out to Elmore. And he'll miss again from beyond the arc. And I don't know. Yep, they're going to try it one more time. This time Elmore elects to go in the lane with the floater. And it rings in and off the iron and in and out. And eventually Viera will. I tell you what, you want a guy like Bryson Vaughn playing defense for you. Viera manages to get out of there with the ball. That 3 is off the side of the backboard. Nice. You don't see that often. Good job following the shot there by Owen Preston. But unfortunately, Viera can't connect. And here comes Joshua McKelvin. McKelvin dishes off. Count the bucket. And to the line will go a very deserving Bryson Vaughn. And it's 8-3 Jackson on top. Nice play. You work like that and you earn opportunities to make points. And Bryson Vaughn right now playing on both sides of the floor and earning opportunities to put points on the scoreboard. 8-3, 2:43 to go in the first. Jackson looking to make it 9-3. Can he make the end one? Nope. Rebound by Brody Pulliam, name we're pretty familiar with. The Pulliams. And 8-3 with 2:29 to go. As set to inbound is number 21, who is checked in. That is Connor Ravenscroft. Acting McKelvin. McKelvin works the perimeter back to Ravenscroft. And also checking in the game is Kenneth Dorsey, who battled for that one, but the Hawks come away with it. As also in the game is number 13 for Viera, Brian Moss. And it stepped on the baseline, or the sideline there, I should say. And that'll go back to Jackson. The Generals lead it by 5, 8-3 with 2:01 to go in the opening quarter of the boys' game. The girls, 104 combined points scored in that game, 60-44. And that'll be a whistle and a foul. And to the free throw line to shoot two will be Kenneth Dorsey. And the guilty party there will be Bennett Black. 150, 8-3 is our score. And at this rate, let's see here, 11, 22, 44, 66 points. Which would mean, absolutely. And here comes Viera. 9-3 following the bucket on the free throw. Good no look here to the corner. Viera moving the ball well right now, but Jackson's defense, good side-to-side movement, and there you go. Hands up, feet moving, and that's the end result. McKelvin with it. Nice hop step into the lane, and the floater is good. Want to take this opportunity to thank your go-to Realty for stepping up and making sure Brevard Sports Network could be here today. Please click on the highlighted blue area up top for more information. Shot no good. 11-3, under a minute to go here in the first. And, of course, Coach April as well. As we get some substitutions going on. That's the beauty of middle school basketball. At least the rule has changed where it was 5 in, 5 out, 5 in, 5 out. Man, you could never keep up with that. Under a minute here. And your go-to Realty boys game of the week for middle school basketball. And that'll go out of bounds, and Viera will keep possession. The Hawks, I knew I'd do it. The Owls, just one basket in the quarter, and it was a three. And it was by Owen Preston. And stolen away nicely there. And to the free throw line to try to get at least points 4 and 5 here in the second quarter will be sixth man Brian Moss. So Brian, well, no foul at the. It was a foul, but not a shooting foul. So, and there's going to be a shooting foul. And 28.1 seconds to go, and that'll send Bennett Black to the line. So Viera needs some points here, especially to close out this first quarter, in which they trail by 8, 11-3. Viera comes in at 2 and 3, and Jackson is 5 and 1. Bennett Black's first shot is no good. Coming up tomorrow night on Brevard Sports Network at 6 o'clock, it'll be the Cape Coast Conference volleyball championships between, I'll give you two guesses as to which two teams are playing in that. And oh my, and worthy of a little bit of a stare down from Kenneth Dorsey as he gets the big block there. And you earned that one, young man, as Black will throw in with 24 and a half seconds to go. Jackson's got it covered well. It has to go to the corner. Jackson playing ferocious defense. Nothing open right now. And that's the frustration for Viera. Every time, Jackson will cut it off. That's a hold. That should have been a foul. And Viera steals it back. He got it off, but does not go. And that will take us to the end of the first quarter with your score. The Jackson Generals 11, the Viera Owls 3. Welcome back to a packed house here at Jackson Middle School in Titusville, Florida. Alan Slaughterzinski and Caleb Brown with you as Jackson looking for a sweep here tonight of the Viera Owls, as the girls have already won 60-44. And right now the boys are struggling to get an offensive rhythm going, and there you see why right there in your living room. Jackson is all over Viera right now. Viera's trying to move the ball as best as they can. But unfortunately, it's not leading to any good looks. And Jackson's just playing masterfully here on the defensive side. And when they do get a look, they got to rush it. And Jackson's there with the rebound, as you see Joshua McKelvin with it. 11-3 here, 7:17 to go in the first half. Oh, nice play. Somehow, I was going to say, got to convert this. Yep. And they can't, and we're going to get a whistle, and that's going to be a foul called by the legendary Clifford Lett, and that call is going to go against number 1 for Jackson, Kingston Sanders. And Kingston with a good job. Just got caught reaching in a little bit. Kingston very good on the defensive floor. That shot is no good. Offensive rebound to the Owls. That is just thrown off the glass, and here comes Sanders, and he gets it down, and there's a three-point shot, arcing high and too long for Jackson, and Viera will get the board, and working it back down the floor is Jackson Hicks. Oh, good give and go, and that is the prettiest play of the night for Viera, and finishing that off underneath is Brock Chodacek. And wide open underneath is the other 14. And he plays for Jackson, and that's Bryson Vaughn. And back and forth we go now as it's 13-5. Two good plays by both of these teams on the offensive glass. And that one is thrown away, and that's a turnover. And the 8-point lead and the basketball for the Jackson Generals. So set to inbound here for Jackson is number 3, and his name is Jacob Ravenscroft. If you know me, you know I dig the first part of that last name, Ravenscroft. Underneath, and Viera steals it away. They need a little momentum here, and that's a good job by Evan Scalia. They got to cash in here. They got to turnovers on points in transition here. Off the back of the iron, no good. And Jackson hustles for the rebound as Ravenscroft grabs it. This is McKelvin. McKelvin bounce pass underneath, but taken away by Scalia. And we got a whistle on a jump ball call. 5:30 to go here in the first half. I want to say hello to Cheryl Schultz, Danielle Espling, Samantha Kelly, Christina Nugent, Diana Cunningham, Rebecca Kehoe, all watching here on Brevard Sports Network, and that shot won't fly. And that is a beaut, Clark, right there. That's a three-point shot, and that comes off the fingertips of Jacob Ravenscroft, and it's 16-5. Jackson, that floater is an air ball, and nice job, but they tip it back in, and here comes, and Ravenscroft has his pocket pick, but it goes to Bryson Vaughn. He plays for Jackson, so that is a two-shot foul, and Jackson with an opportunity here to go up by 13. They lead it by 11, 16-5. Say hello to Dr. Medina watching as well. Jack Briggs. Cooling down a little bit now. Hey, nice shot, young man. And that one twirls in, and it'll be 17-5. The lead is a dozen for Jackson. And no pressure across the midcourt stripe here. And right now, Jackson's defense is too much for Viera, and this is Kingston Sanders with it. Sanders all the way to the basket, feeds underneath, and ends up in the hands of a General. Sanders from the corner, a corner three, and hits off the top of the backboard. I thought that was out of bounds, but good feed underneath. Can't convert. Sanders does, though. Nice follow-up by Kingston Sanders. Missed the three, and instead of standing there, he followed his shot, got under the basket, and ended up coming down for the offensive board and put back. And it's 19-5. The lead is 14 for Jackson. Speaking of 14, Kingston Sanders just blocked his pass from Viera. That's Brock Chodacek. And checking in for Jackson Middle School is number 11, and that's going to be Trey King. Coach Carter, you can tell that he's a man of defense first, and that defense has led to some good transition points tonight. I don't need to ask him the question, how do you coach? Because he's going to tell me defense, and you can see that by the way his team plays. And we're going to get a timeout. That's going to be our first timeout on the floor with 3:44 to go. And once again, we want to thank your go-to Realty tonight for sponsoring here tonight. Of course, Coach April and the girls. Speaking of Coach April, the Jackson Lady Generals moved to 5-1 with a 16-point win over the Viera Owls. I got to stop by that new middle school. I haven't seen it yet. I'd like to see the facilities, and right here, the athleticism. There you see a flip and a split, and if you were with us earlier, that would translate to 2 broken hips and a heart attack, and probably a helicopter ride for either me or Caleb.
No, for me, I go crashing through
Yeah, well, you know. It just amazes me when people go, well, you're older, you can't do those things anymore. I could never do that. 19-5. And nice feed underneath, and that'll drop. Good play by number 33 for Jackson. That's Ethan Nicolaisen. And it's 21-5, and this lead is growing and growing quick inside. And Nicolaisen with the block on fellow 33. And that pass nearly got away. It does not, but the shot is off the side of the backboard. And the rebound comes down to Cameron Jaziri. And here comes Viera. And they've got to get something going here offensively, because if they don't, it's going to be a long second half. And Kingston Sanders playing Kingston Sanders type defense. And there's a three-point shot. There you go. That's something to get started with. 21-8. And Sanders across the timeline in the corner. Baseline. Tried to pull up. Didn't have the angle. And Viera immediately with the defense. Sanders finds the loose ball. Kicks it out in the corner. The three-point shot is short. And guess who underneath? Number 33 with the board is Ethan Nicolaisen. And how about the job by Nicolaisen, 33, and Kenneth Dorsey, the big guys, underneath, battling. And Dorsey comes down with it and the putback, and the lead is back to 15 at 23-8. 2:14 to go here in the first half. We'll step aside here on the Brevard Sports Network. Alrighty, welcome back here to Jackson Middle School here in beautiful downtown Titusville. 2:14 to go in the opening half. 23-8 is our score. Jackson on top. Viera, though, trying to pick up momentum from the three-point shot they put up the last time down, and that won't happen because the ball is stolen away. And here comes Jackson, nearly traveled. He does travel. And checking in for Jackson Middle School is number 10, Rowan Marshall. And down the floor comes Kellen Fox. Fox tries to kiss it off the glass, won't go. Bryson Vaughn with the rebound. And the pass too far. And the ball will go back to Viera. The Owls with $1:40 to go here, trail by 15, 23-8. It's been all Jackson. And nice look underneath, but nobody there. Taken away by Marshall. Marshall gets it off. That three-point shot's off the back of the iron. And that's just a good job by Vaughn fighting for the rebound. Unfortunately, he got rid of it too soon, and the pass is errant out of bounds. But you got to like the effort underneath. You never discourage that. You just work on the pass. And stolen away, and here comes Marshall again, and he will get the easy layup, and it's 25-8 with under a minute to play in half number one. And that Kingston Sanders wants that layup chance back, but a good steal by him. Bounce ball, perfect execution. And Vaughn, right now, it's all Jackson at 27-8 as they have a 3-touchdown lead. 30 seconds to go in half number one. And stolen away again, the headman outlet. And again, the layup is converted. An 8-0 run by Jackson has them out in front by 23. 31-8 should be the score on the board. Or, I'm sorry, 29-8 is right. Now it's a 3-touchdown lead. Checking my math. And that'll take us to the end of the first half, and it has been all the Jackson Generals as we'll go to the half. Viera with 3 in the first, 5 in the second. Jackson with 11 in the first and 18 in the second. That's ironic because that 18-point second quarter matches the 18-point second quarter the girls had. And the girls led 33-21 at the half. The boys lead at 29-8. We'll be back with the start of the third quarter in about 10 minutes here on Brevard Sports Network. All right, fresh 8 on the clock as we get ready to start the third quarter here. Alan, so I'll show these two guys. Wave. There you go. Got a wave. As we get ready to start the third quarter. See, that's how you get kids out in front of the camera. Right? You just tell them to wave at it, and they go, oh, my God, I'm on camera. I don't want to be there. And then so we get ready to start half number 2 here. And it'll be the same 5 starters as it was to start half number 1. It's going to be Joshua McKelvin, Jaden Myers, Cleveland Elmore, Ethan Nicolaisen, and Bryson Vaughn for Jackson. And actually, check that. It's going to be number 15. Yeah, no, he's out there. Cleveland Elmore, he started. And there you go. That's a good fight. Kingston Sanders has a nose for the ball, and I can promise you he's not going to let go of it. And for Viera, it's Hayden Foss, Dylan Harden, Luke Costin, and Kellen Fox and Owen Preston to start. This is Luke with it. Luke running the point here. Kick out for a 3 and rebound into the corner. I like the idea there, but had to execute it. That's a tough thing to execute. 29-8. We're going to stoppage here for a foul. Jackson well out in front. And here we go. Sanders lost a grip on that one, which is double team. And it looks like that's going to be the goal here for Viera. Tightening up the defense a little bit. But, and here they come again. They being Jackson from the corner. That's a beaut. Kingston Sanders. Nothing but the bottom of the net. As the late, great Stuart Scott used to say, the 3 drops, and it's 35-8. Caleb Brown going to bring you the fourth quarter action here on BSN. And stolen away again. Sanders will end up with it. Surprise, surprise. And 1 coming up for the hard-working Ethan Nicolaisen. And that's what Jackson is doing. They're battling hard. They're playing what I like to refer to, Caleb, as very deserving basketball. In other words, they are grinding it out on the defensive side and underneath to earn these points. They're not coming easy sometimes on the offensive side, but they are working their tails off. And there is the end 1, and the lead is 30. 5 more points, and it's a running clock. So Viera has got to drop some buckets here. Kingston Sanders with the pickpocket off the glass. Nice pass. Cleveland Elmore, 40-8. The lead is 32 with 5:47 to play in the third. And already 11-0 start to the quarter for Jackson. Wow. Absolute wow. And here we go. Let's see if they can hit the running clock here. 35 is what you need. What's that? Oh, they had 6 guys. They don't need 6 guys on 5. The defense is just phenomenal. Look at this. I'm impressed. And I know that Viera, these are athletes. We've seen these kids play youth football, Viera Charter. We've seen, they are athletes, but right now, Jackson is just dominating. And they're doing it, like I said, defense first. And that's what you want to see at this level. Nearly stolen away, double team. Underneath, off his hands. That'll stay Viera basketball, though, with 5:10 to go in the third. And a 40-8 lead. And when you get looks like that, you gotta hit them. They don't, and here comes Jackson, and that layup won't go. And he stepped on the line. Clifford Lett, of course, played for the. You see the way he caught that basketball? It kind of took me back to Clifford's Chicago Bulls days. 40-8. I mean, he manhandled that basketball. 40-8. Viera from the corner trying to work something inside. They do, and immediately stopped, and they'll lose control of it. And they're going to call a foul here, but it won't be a shooting foul. And checking in is number 24 for Viera, Bennett Black. And he had a bucket in the first half. And set to inbound here is Brian Moss. And this is Bennett. Viera cheerleaders cheering on the Owls. Wide open there, quickly covered up. 4 minutes to go in the third. Good patience by the Viera offense here. Kicks out in the corner, nice head fake. Kicks out again. Yeah, that's not going to work. Just too many guys inside, but that time Viera gets a bucket. Nice play by number 13, Brian Moss. And it's 40-10. The 11-0 run to start the quarter is over. Stolen away. And that won't go. And the long basketball pass. I don't want it. You can have it. And underneath, nice job on the alley-oop layup there, if you will, by Bryson Vaughn, and it's 42-10. The lead is back to 32 with 3:09 to play in the third. Caleb Brown to finish it up for you here in the fourth quarter. Long pass. Yep. And this is going to be Bryson Vaughn again, and he's going to be fouled hard to the floor. Goes Bryson. He says, I'm all right. Let me at the free throw line. 2-shot foul coming for Bryson with 2:49 to go in the third quarter. Bryson trying to make this a 34-point lead, which would put Jackson 1 point shy of a running clock. Charles Sanders says, go Generals. And we did. Remember we said back in the first half that we probably didn't have to ask Coach Carter what he teaches first, but we did anyway. And I said, Coach, I know the answer to this question, but I'm just going to ask. How do you teach your players to play the game? Defense first. No hesitation. And it shows. Second free throw attempt is short. I want to say hello to Carlos watching from Jackson, Mississippi. Corner three is no good. And Viera with the offensive board. And they'll try it one more time, but thought the better of it. 2:26 to go in the third. 43-10. Kicks out, wide open. Ghosting with it, no good. And nice hustle play by Bryson Vaughn. Bucket here, runs the clock. Won't happen. Rebound by Brian Moss. 2 minutes. 2 minutes to go in the third. Jackson and Viera, middle school. Tuesday night here on BSN. Usually it's girls volleyball we're doing, but tonight it's middle school basketball, and that will go out of bounds with 1:43 to go. We also released our first rankings of the year today for high school football. That always makes us popular in the community. Underneath, no good. Rebound to Jackson. Works inside, and that's going to be a whistle and a foul. So an opportunity here for Kenneth Dorsey. We'll say hello to Coach Carter's mom, Miss Deborah Hart, watching. Welcome, Miss Hart. Your son is doing an outstanding job of mentoring these young men and teaching the game of basketball to them. And a great guy. Second free throw attempt is good. And the lead is 34 with 1:25 to play. I want to thank all of you for joining me tonight. I am going to slip off the broadcast after the third quarter. We get down to this time of the year, and a lot of times you try to save your voice moving forward. We do a lot of broadcasting, and we got a lot of broadcasting coming up. So if I can save a quarter here and there, or we try, believe me, we try to do it, as Caleb Brown will take over for the fourth quarter. And I want to thank all of you. You'll see the end of the game, but you're just going to hear from Caleb. And that is a reach-in foul, and that'll be called on number 3, Jacob Ravenscroft. 50.1 seconds to go in the third. So it was my honor tonight. I want to thank your go-to Realty as well. 45 seconds to play in the third. Jackson 1 point away from the running clock. And the rebound to Jackson, number 25. This time that's Carson Martin. And here comes number 11, Trey King with it. King over to Connor Ravenscroft. 21 seconds to go in the quarter. Back to Ravenscroft. Ravenscroft over to King. April is amazing, Mr. Sanders, I got to tell you. And that layup won't go. And neither will that one. So that'll take us to the end of the third quarter with your score. Jackson 44, Viera 10. Thank you all. I'm going to turn it over to the man, the myth, the living legend, Caleb Brown.
All right, downtown Caleb Brown here to bring you the rest of the action. Live from Andrew Jackson Middle School, where if Andrew Jackson can make one more basket before Viera, the clock runs like a middle school track meet. And we're waiting. Set to take the inbound is going to be number 5, Joshua McKelvin. The swing, kind of dabbles around with it, dishes it off to a teammate, fires from 3, off the side of the iron, rebounded by Jackson. And now checking in is 24. Over there's number 13, Moss. Pump fakes in the corner, eyeing it up, shot off the back hard of the iron, and it will be a fight on the floor. Someone's got to get their hands on it, and it will be Jackson Middle School. Tried to throw it off of Moss there, but not able to make it happen. 7:10 left to go here in the fourth and final quarter of the night. Moss sets inbound on the baseline. They're trying to get some water off the floor. 44-10. Jackson leads. There's a nice inbound, top of the key, and having some trouble. It's a scramble for the ball. Jackson has it. Dishing it off to number 5. And it will remain with Jackson. Last one to have a handle on it was number 14, Bryson Vaughn. Set to inbound there, underneath their own basket. Gives it to Vaughn. Vaughn scrambles for it. Double team. Kicks out to an open man from 3. And that will run the clock. There's number 24, Bennett Black. And Black not able to do some with it. It is Jackson Middle School ball. Traveling, dishes it off to a teammate who's wide open. Takes the 3 ball. Great job on the rebound. Not able to make something happen. Gets it back down low. There's number 33 on the shot. And there's another 2. Number 33, Ethan Nicholson. And there's just more defense. There's number 1. Number 1 brings it around, and he'll be fouled on the floor. And it will be turnover. Inbound, set to take. It's going to be number 33 for Viera. Marshall Cameron. Cameron inbounds it there to Hicks. Hicks bringing it up the court. Makes a nice move, kicks it back out. Number 2 shot, no good, and rebounded there by number 14, Bryce Vaughn. Vaughn dishing it off. And look at that power shown on the turnaround. Here comes Viera. And that pass a little far, tried to keep it in. Turns into a turnover, and he's going to go coast to coast. Rebound, nice putback. Jackson, last one to touch it. It will go out of bounds. Viera ball here with 5 minutes left of a running clock. Here to go in the fourth quarter. Inbound will be number 0, Evan Scalia. Check that, not Scalia. Scalia is going to check out and head to the bench. It will be number 25, Joseph Romano. Gives off there, number 10. Again, great job getting his hand in there. It was holding Day. Day knocking that one out between his legs. And once again, Day continues to say, I don't care if the clock's running. I'm not giving up on defense. My coach did not coach me to give up on defense. Finds his way in. What a pass in between the legs. Unfortunately, his teammate not able to convert it into points. And there's 14. That's Vaughn. Rebound. There, number 15. And Day dishing it out. Overshoots his teammate. And there's a layup. Can't convert it. Vaughn on the rebound. Vaughn dishing it off. Here comes Jackson. Great pick set at the top of the key. Number 15 fires off the back of the iron. Misses. Rebounded there by number 33, Marshall Cameron. Cameron dishing it to the corner. Three minutes left to go here in the game. 49-10. 39-point deficit for the Owls. Again, we got, just a reminder, we got Cape Coast Conference Championship volleyball between the Merritt Island Mustangs and the Viera Hawks. First serve set to go at 6 o'clock. I didn't see who got the points there, but there's another two. And here comes Viera. Viera trying to get some more points on the board. Great job fighting underneath the hoop, and that foul underneath and heading to the free throw line will be number 3, Dylan Harden. Again, we also got JV football for you on Thursday, Friday night football on Friday night. I myself will be broadcasting all day from Viera Regional Park between the Suntree Viera Hawks and the Satellite Beach Scorpions. That is what the rest of your week looks like here on the Brevard Sports Network. Weather permitting, and I'll say that because, as we all know, there's some weather in the ocean that's, yeah. Bada boom, bada boom. And there's some great defense, and he'll get called with a travel, and he smacked his head sliding on the court and went head first into the wall. Hopefully it's just a little knock. Under a minute left to go here in the game. And the Generals still playing hard, take the foul. That will be number 11 heading to the line. That's Luke Costin. Costin off the back side of the iron. Again, also check out on our page, check out how former Brevard County football players did this past Saturday. 10 seconds left, and the Generals are getting ready to dribble this one out. And that will do it. The Generals pick up a 49-14 victory over the Viera Middle School Owls. like to thank everyone for joining us here on the Brevard Sports Network for middle school basketball. Again, join us tomorrow night. Cape Coast Conference Volleyball. It's Merritt Island. It's Viera. Live from Viera. First service, 6 o'clock, right here on the Brevard Sports Network. Have a great night, everyone.